you son of a bitch. 'Cause Pawn's drunk loves ya.
Back then they showed no love. Punch drunk, hungover. Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self. Bye-bye to my old self. Wake up to the new me.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's get ready to
Shout out to everybody, shout out to everybody. It's a rainy day, rainy day.
Wake up to the new me. Bye-bye to my old self. Wake up to the new me.
DJ. You already know, you already know. This is Pawn's Drunk, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. What a week in the sport of boxing. What a week, what a week. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Apologize for the delay. Shout out to the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment this past weekend. Sold our ass on Friday. Demetrius Boobo Andre with the first round KO. Mohegan Sun, Connecticut. The top dog, I believe the top dog in the 168-pound division, the super middleweight division, is up for grabs. You got Demetrius Andre. You got Jamal Charlo, still not back in the binks, but he's lined up to fight very, very soon. You got Edgar Berlanga this past Sunday. Shout out to Edgar Berlanga this past Sunday. It was kind of rough in the beginning, but it was an entertaining fight. Great effort. Edgar Berlanga, New York, Bushwick, Boricua. You know what I'm saying? And then with the TKO versus Stephen Butler. You know? You got M. Billy going to be facing Canelo Alvarez in October. Kalen Plant still not in the mix. You got Diego Pacheco that just won by TKO the week before that. You know what I'm saying? Lester Martinez is going to be performing. The 168-pound division is up and running, but it's still up for grabs. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about great deal that was signed between Jake Paul, Nakisa's MVP, Most Valuable Promotions, where Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing has emerged to elevate, evolve women's boxing. And if you're familiar with the channel, you already know I support women boxing, been ambassador for women boxing. Shout out to all the ladies. Yo, oh, my fault. I ain't even see it. What's good, GD? What's good? Good looking out. Gold coins in the building. What's good, Lash? Good looking out with the $5 super chatty patty K. Punch, I am ready for the laughs. And we're gonna be serious today. We're gonna be serious because we got to talk about a lot of serious things that's happening in the sport of boxing. Ain't no joke around here. Damn it. Jay the Boxer in the building. Let's give five. Good looking now, Jay the Boxer. Everybody go subscribe to Jay the Boxer. What's good? When is the fight? When you back in the ring? Let's talk about it. Let's go. Hey, yo, Jay, what you feel about what MVP and Matchroom Boxing is doing for the ladies? Let's go. God bless you. God bless y'all, man. Appreciate the love. Man, shout out to all my homegirl, Christina Cruz, Hell's Kitchen, New York City, going to be performing. They found a new opponent. Shout out to Christina Cruz. If y'all don't know Christina Cruz, you know what I'm saying? She's one of the had a great amateur pedigree. Yes, she lost to Fundura, but, when she turned around, but it was a good fight. I think I would have gone to a decision. I think, of course, the business of boxing probably would have gave for Fundura because of the machine. But if it wasn't for that little, where she turned around, but if she didn't do that mistake, It could have gone. It could have been like a split decision. It could have been a draw, or could have gone to Christina Cruz. I would love to see that fight again. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that fight again. Shout out to Fundura, the youngest undisputed champion in women boxing. Monique in the building, what's good? Blowing in the building, what's good? Denise in the building, what's good? Shanae Shields. Oh man, I ain't think it could get any worse than this, folks. I didn't think it was gonna get any worse than this, folks. But man, yo, shout out to Ariel though. Shout out to Ariel. Because a lot of these people that be interviewing Shanae Shields, they be like afraid of something like that. I don't know if it's because of bad breath or if they just don't want. I don't know what it is. But Ariel at least mentioned the name. You know what I'm saying? How many interviews you seen Shanae Shields and nobody want to mention Remy Ma? Huh? And she tried to make believe that she don't know who Remy. I don't know her music. I don't know too much of her music. Oh, you don't know what's Lean Back? Huh? You don't know what's Conceited? Even me, I'm a dude. I know how to sing a couple of Remy Ma singles. Huh? I'm conceited. I got a reason. You don't know that. Huh? You be acting no, yeah, she don't be acting conceited. She's not worth to be conceited anyway. But acting like she don't know who Remy Ma. And then when she tells Ariel, she goes, something like, "Oh, you should have never did that. I see what you did." But at least I like the way he sneaked that one in though. Lisa with 2 Juice Silver Star, what's good? What's good? What's good? Hey yo, to be honest, and I'm like, I'm gonna focus on the other thing that's happening in the sport of boxing because everything is going well. Everything is in motion. You know what I'm saying? Silas is doing their thing. Turkey Al-Shay doing this thing. Matchroom Boxing, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotion doing this thing. He had an interview and stuff like that. Dana White, Zuffa. It's a lot going on in the sport of boxing. But that interview, I was just laughing like, damn, man, just hire a publicist, hire a PR, something. Why do they let this woman crash like that? Like, yo, Papusi, Gigolo from upstairs. Why you gonna let this woman, how they set this chick up? Hey, yo, go rap for me. Kick a freestyle. Kick a freestyle right now, woman. Hold on. I gotta go. Yeah. Rippity, rappy right now, okay? Yo, to be honest, I didn't even pay attention to either the word that she was saying. I was just like, you really gonna, like, you could have just be like, nah, I don't got nothing off the dome right now. I wanna talk about my fight right now. Probably after the fight, maybe I tap into my music artistry or something like that. You really gonna kick a freestyle when Deuce said kick a freestyle? How you gonna let yourself be set up like that? I do like, you know what I'm saying? I like Eve. I like Eve. I like Lil Kim. I like, you know what I'm saying? Lalo. I like Cardi B. You don't even know the songs of all these chicks, but you don't know who Remy Ma is, huh? You trying to look like Remy Ma all day, every day, but you don't know nothing about her music. You telling me that you don't know the best freestyle of 2026? You know you was listening. And matter of fact, yo, put it this way. That freestyle was ringing everywhere. They put that freestyle in the lounge, in the bar, in the club, in the strip club. I haven't been in the strip club, ladies. I don't do the strip club. But anyway, I heard my people told me. My people told me they in the strip club. They playing the freestyle Remy Ma. Hey, yo, I know for a fact, if that song comes on, Shanae Shields know that shit word for word. Word for word. Huh? Shanae Shields in that interview looking like a damn, like I said in the video that I did yesterday, the African American Chucky. Huh? Why Shanae Shields? Hey, hold on, yo. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, folks. Sometimes I be cutting content and I be like, yo, what am I doing? Oh my God. Should I do that? Oh my God. Damn, you making this too easy for me, Shanae Shields. Golly. Hey, yo, people in the chat, how you feel about the freestyle? Come on, give her a chance, y'all. Come on, man. Give her a chance. When y'all listen to the freestyle, after the freestyle, what y'all said?
Hated it.
I know there's some enablers out there. I know there's some, you know what I'm saying, some beta males that, you know, they sometimes come to Punch Drunk Boxing on the comment, yo, why you be just as Claressa like that, yo? Like, you a man, right? Right? Why you dissing the black queen like that as a black man? Why you gotta go in like that? You know what I'm saying? That gossip shit. You know what I'm saying? You not a real man because you be doing on some gossip. Yeah, but you be listening to me when I'm gossiping, motherfucker. So what that makes you? Huh? Damn, I don't give a damn. Shit, if I want to gossip, I want to gossip. Shit. If I want to crack a little jokey joke, let me crack a little jokey joke. If I want to talk about boxing, I'll talk about boxing, the technical side of things and stuff like that. If I want to talk about what these motherfucking boxers does in the inside, outside the ring, inside the ring, let me talk about it, damn, and I got my voice. Shit. I don't give a damn. Why everybody could gossip and I can't gossip? Shit, let me gossip a little bit. Shit. Fuck. Yo, man, you can't be gossiping about the black queen. Man, please, man, there's a lot of black queens in this world, and she ain't one of them. Why people try to make a dude feel guilty because he talking about a Shanae Shield? Nah, you be talking about a black queen. Hey, yo, man, please. Don't be attaching her to other black queens and stuff like that. How you gonna disrespect these other beautiful black women out there and attaching them with Shanae Shields, Naxima Jackson, Wesley Snipes with a wig? From 214. Out of here. I ain't going no damn looking like Pookie's girlfriend in New Jack City. I ain't gonna respect that. Man, please. Hey, yo, like I said 1,000 times, women respect righteous men. Men respect ladies. Aight? Not the bitches. No, ladies. Aight? Terry. What the $5 super chatty body game? To my piece of a Coca-Cola. God bless. No, they trying to. Hey, yo, they trying to make little punchy feel sad and trying to humble little punch. No, you tell that woman to humble herself before I humble myself. Hell no. When she humble herself, I'll humble me. I humble myself. I don't give a damn. All right. She deserved it all them years. I don't give a damn all them years that I was giving her props. As a matter of fact, back in the days, I used to call her a queen just to uplift her up and lift women boxing up. But as soon as I said, you know what, this woman is not about women boxing. It's about for self. She don't give a damn about the other her contemporaries, the pioneers. What? And I'm gonna say it again for the new people that's tuning in right now. She don't give a damn. She don't give respect to the people that paved the way for her, like Layla Ali, Christy Martin. She be trying to act like Ann Wolf and stuff like. Shout out to Ann Wolf, but she doesn't respect her pioneers. She doesn't respect her contemporaries. She doesn't respect Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, even her own. Do you notice that every time that she calls somebody her sister in the sport of boxing, she turns on them? She called Franchon Cruz de Jean a sister, turned on her. She called Amanda Serrano sister, turned on her. She called Alicia Baumgartner after the Michaela fight, the Michaela Mayer fight. That's my little sis. No. As soon as people start telling that these other girls are great, pound for pound, go talk. Oh, they haters. They haters of me. Nobody hating on you. Nobody want to be you, sound like you, look like you. You don't even you don't even produce any knockouts. Nobody want to fight like you either. But there was no haters in women boxing. Everybody was all hands on deck. All the ladies support each other. You know, I'm going to say it like this, folks. The ladies support each other way more than the men support their respective contemporaries, right? In male boxing is more like tribal, more group. But in women boxing, you know what I'm saying? I see all these girls. Oh, yo, if you go to a women event, a women boxing event, right? You're going to see a lot of these women, like a MVP event. And you see all these women throwing pictures of one another, giving fives, cheering for one another because they feel the other woman that's looking on to a potential fight or potential like a mega fight, like Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, the all-woman card and stuff like that. They know that it's just not about the two in the ring. It's about the whole women boxing, the whole industry. See, for Shanae Shields, she needs to be the one. If she's not the one that everybody is bowing to on their knees and saying, you're the greatest, if she don't feel like that, then she don't care about women boxing. And I've proven it enough. I've proven it enough throughout the years and especially several months and stuff like that when, of course, she started, when the things got really serious between the MVP and Shanae Shields, in which she is still banned, in which the co-CEO of MVP, who has emerged, we're gonna be talking about this, the MVP and Matchroom Boxing emerging, right? Uniting. For how long I've been telling y'all, MVP has taken the baton, and if it wasn't for MVP, especially right now, we don't know what women boxing will be professionally. It wouldn't even be a sport. Look, we're already in a niche sport. But if it wasn't for these gentlemen, in which, if y'all familiar with the sport of boxing, boxing has a name. Prize fighting, but they also call it a gentleman's sport. You know what I'm saying? And there's not enough gentlemen in the sport of boxing. But the gentlemen, the premier gentlemen, is these men that is really setting the tone to invest, to elevate women's boxing. Shout out to Nakisa. Shout out to Jake Paul. Shout out to Eddie Hearn. I mean, Eddie Hearn slowed down a little bit, and MVP took the baton. And thank you again for the warrior spirit, the performance of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Because to be honest, this all started. This collab first started, and it was just about a fight. Let's be real, let's be honest. It didn't start as a movement. This was, in my opinion, the beginning. If you was into the sport of boxing, the women boxing, this was really the plan for a fight that has elevated to something way bigger, elevated to something way more special. In my opinion, if Amanda Serrano, let me take this thing out of the way. If y'all want to support the channel, y'all already know, Cash App, donate, stuff like that. Let me get this out of the way so we can get a better picture of this. If y'all familiar with you know, the emerge of Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor and stuff like that, let me tell you like this: if Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor did not live up to that hype, to that momentum, to that aura, I don't think I don't know where women boxing will be. So everything has to be aligned the proper way. Everything, okay, make the fight. Look, they make the fight, invest in the fight. The fans got to push the fight. The media got to push the fight. And then it's up to the fighters to perform, to exceed, to maximize, exceed the expectations, right? To captivate the imaginations and the emotions of the fight fans, the sports fans, and etc. And they did that, which then they over exceeded the numbers. They didn't even think, like, if you remember the first fight, right? 1.5 million views on the Zone, on the app, right? All women card, Madison Square Garden, right? And that was the first fighters that made over $1 million. So it was big economically wise, but they quadruple their expectations. And by them quadrupling the expectations, ladies and gentlemen, what happened that night is what's happening to women boxing in a nutshell. It's right now quadrupling the expectation, is enhancing on the speed of light, but because of these men right here. So congratulations and shout out to Nakisa, shout out to Jake Paul, shout out to Eddie Hearns, shout out to The Zone, shout out to Netflix that has been a new powerhouse to invest in women boxing. Shout out to ESPN, because ESPN has, they didn't even give Top Rank, one of the most prestige promotional company over the past 50, 60 years. Like in America, there was already, let me take this thing out of the way right quick. Take this thing out of the way right quick. American networks was already abandoning boxing. For those that don't know, every boxing promoter is with the Zone, is with an app. That app is from from the UK. It's not even from America. So Top Rank, PBC, who just locked in a deal with the Zone. Matchroom Boxing is from the UK, right? Golden Boy Promotions, right? They all on the Zone. So it got to the point where boxing became so much of a niche sport, has become so like nobody wanted to invest in boxing anymore, but they wanted to invest in women's boxing. And just like I've been saying for a while, I said, yo, MVP, most valuable promotions, they got 90+% of the females. They are women boxing. Matchroom Boxing, who has a couple of girls, they didn't have no choice but to emerge and to collaborate and to partner up with MVP. So put it this way. If MVP has 90% plus, and the other is Matchroom Boxing, who is left out? Who is left out? Think about this. How can the self-proclaimed Gwelt be left out of this? So in all actuality, she could go on into these interviews and say, I'm not banned. I ain't banned. I got a fight in Atlanta with Big Lex, Zeus, Taseki, Orlando Brown. If you, I said a while that your career is over. You have no more challenges. Your career is over. No punch you hating. I'm not hating. I'm realistic. You will become a clown show. I said that 5 months ago, that the next fight will become a clown show. You have nothing left. You have nothing left. The best you could have done is start sniffing the butt hair of Remy Ma's husband, sign with MVP when you had an MVP offer on the table, right? You had an MVP offer on the table. And with your persona and your accomplishment, with the machine of ESPN, Netflix, Jake Paul, you ain't even had to go out there and do interviews and looking like a dummy like you did yesterday. Because Jake Paul, the machine, ESPN, Netflix, and now the Emerge, the Zone, they all would have marketed you. And they also not only marketed you, they also would have saved you from looking like an ass time and time again, because they have to protect the investment. See, the thing is, with Win and Salida, they don't protect this horse. They don't protect her. Huh? Because another company would be like, hey, yo, woman, pull back. Pull back. We got sponsors, endorsers. This is big money. This is big machine. You can't be acting like a fool like this. Because I'm going to tell you like this, folks. It's one thing when you acting like a fool, right? It's one thing when you're toxic and a liar and obnoxious and got bad character and morals and principle. All right, you could be all of that. But do you have enough respect for your partners? Do you have enough respect for the people that you're in business with? It's almost like a child, right? Your child, or you see a child act up, cursing. Oh, you see him in the grocery store, in the deli, and stuff like that. You see him in the park, and then you be like, "Yo, who is the parent of these children?" I'm gonna give you an example. The Dominican Bronx Parade. Right now, nationwide, they calling Dominicans. Hey, I'm Dominicano también, mi hermanos, mi hermanas. They're calling us animals, bro. The way that that some Dominicans were spoiling it from the bunch. Go to YouTube, Instagram right now. Say Dominican Parade right now. Acting, run amok. Jumping on cars, breaking windows, fighting. Dudes fighting girls, girls fighting girls, boys fighting boys. Going to the playground, fighting, throwing bottles. Nasty, bruh. Bad representation. And then when I see the comments and I see like, yo, this look how the Dominicans are acting like animals. Look at these Latinos. Look at these Latinos, black Latinos, or whatever you want to call it. Look how they acting like animals. Look at these people. Look at these people in the Bronx. Look at these people in New York City. They animals. You don't think that I feel a certain way when I'm reading these comments? Like I'm like, yo, man, it's true, man. We act like fucking animals, bro. Like we don't know how to act. This is how we're gonna. This is how we representing ourselves, bro. This is how the world is watching us. No wonder, certain people treat us the way that they treat us. Yeah, they like the music. Yeah, they like the fashion, but they don't want to be part of the culture. They don't want their daughter marrying men like that we saw. We have lost that extension with God, with righteousness so much, bruh. And look, I'm gonna say it like this. I think it's been like that before. I think because but now with social media, everybody see everything. There used to be fights and parades and stuff like that. Let's not forget the Brooklyn West Indian Parade. Back in the days, man, it got to the point where I wouldn't even go no more. When I was young, I'm like, I ain't even going to no West Indian Parade. Shout out to my Trinidadians, Jamaicans, and stuff like that. I ain't never going to go back. Every fucking year there was a shootout. But now social media amplifies everything. And what they put out there, and the thing, this is what it is. The bad thing about our culture, inner city, Black Latinos, is that we glorify the bad. It's not that every culture doesn't have bad. It's that they don't glorify it. It's not that the Italians doesn't have the mafias, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like they didn't catch, what was it, like 10 years ago, Orthodox Jews with briefcases slinging organs, bruh. Hey, yo, like 10 years ago, they caught them in Fort Lee, in the George Washington Bridge, Jersey, New York, of Orthodox Jews slinging organs, hearts, kidneys, and shit like that. But they do it with a suit. They do it with the little, they do it. Shh. We like to amplify. We want you to know that we're ghetto. We want you to know that we speak Ebonics. We want you to know that we're animals. That's our problem. There's good and bad in every culture. Thus, speaking about Claressa Shields, she don't care about the other people around her. See, when she slapped Alicia Baumgartner, she didn't care about Remy Ma's husband, her make-believe partner, make-believe best friend. She didn't care about her other business partner. She don't care how Win Records look. She don't care. Because if you're banned, you represent Win Records. You represent Salida Promotion. So when MVP invited you to that event, act accordingly. She didn't act accordingly. And people can make mistakes, all right, but at least apologize for your actions. And maybe if you didn't even start, still apologize because you're a guest. Still apologize. It's still okay for you to apologize that you didn't walk away, that you paid mind to it or whatever, even if it's something is not your fault, but you was a guest about something that shit got out of. If you was invited to a barbecue, you were a guest to a barbecue. You go into this house, you don't know the people there, whatever. There's a problem that and somebody invited you, so now there's an altercation in the barbecue. Maybe that other person started. Maybe that other woman started or that dude started, right? And shit got out of hand. People put hands together, boo, 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 and effed up the whole evening. In the end of the day, even if you didn't start it, apologize for the people that invited you. Yo, my fault, things got to happen. But you know it wasn't even my fault, but I apologize. Damn, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the human thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I apologize. I effed up the evening. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I should have handled it a different way. I probably should have walked away. I should have ignored them. I should have looked at the bigger picture. Also, if you're not the only one that got kicked out, because when you got kicked out, everybody with you got kicked out. You made Remy Ma's husband look embarrassing because he couldn't handle you. He couldn't handle you. He couldn't pull that leash. Baby, come. Forget about that. Forget about that beautiful girl, Alicia. What you say? She's beautiful. No, forget about Alicia. Forget about Alicia. Don't worry about it. Let's handle this a different way. Go tweet about it or something like that. Come on, man. Home family. Look at her whole family. Look, her cousin, her sister, her friends in boxing, her friends outside of the sport of boxing. Everybody is getting on this woman. Everybody is exposing it because you know what it is? It's everybody has had it with her. It's it. Do you know how many years people have enabled her? Do you know how many? No, folks. And you know what I do hate is when and hate is a strong word, but I go to these boxing events, I go to these gyms sometimes, and there are people that are linked to Claressa Shields. There are people that know her very, very well, right? And they will tell me, yo, Punch, yo, man, you smoking her, yo, chill, bro. But I know, man, she be man toxic and shit like that. You say it too. You guys would rather tell me, yo, I'm probably going, no, but you guys, you're telling me what I'm saying in public. You guys know her. Tell her. Don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing that I don't like about this boxing community. Is that 90% of the people that know Claressa Shields, and I have come across some of the people that she's affiliated with, I'm affiliated with. 95% of the people tells me what I'm telling y'all, but they don't tell her. That's the problem I have. The problem. The only problem I have is those enablers. I have more problems with the enablers than Claressa Shields herself. I have more problems, more issues with the enablers. Now, I'm not talking about issues like real issues, but me, I'm like, yo, if you're telling me this, you know what I'm saying online is you laughing right now. We having a conversation right now, but you won't dare tell that to your friend. Why not if that's your friend? Isn't friends supposed to tell each other the truth? Isn't friends supposed to look out for one another? Huh? You don't got to be a fanboy, be a supporter. A supporter don't enable everything. That's not the definition of supporter. Supporter is not a definition of I'm going to, hey, yo, if you smoking crack through your ass, I'll support it. Because you're my friend. I'll support you. I'll support you. You know what I'm saying? Come on. I know that Claressa Shields got a couple of homegirls. Don't make look how she looking in that interview, looking like a crackhead mermaid. looking like a dehydrated mermaid in the desert. That's how she look like. I'm sorry, Lord. Lord, I'm sorry, Lord. Yeah, Teresa in the building. What's good, Teresa in the building? Yeah, I don't know. Y'all tell me. Yeah. I know she was looking like the African American Chucky. Yes, Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields looking like the African American Chucky. But when I was driving, I'm like, man, she looking like a crackish, dehydrated mermaid in the desert. Just that's how she looked. Hey, yo, let's talk about this interview right quick. Hold on, let's talk about this interview right quick. Let's talk about the rippity rapi. Huh? Let me see this here. Where's the rippity rapi?
Now Claressa, I got $2 million and I'll knock you out. First of all, I make more than $2 million.
Hold on. Yeah, telling me that she don't look like it. Take away the blue eyes. Take away the blue eyes. Hey, yo, Papoose, that's all that. You waking up to this shit right here with the knife, too. Tyler, how about you post something about me and stop posting your fucking raps and shit? We gotta fight. Why you don't post about me? Why you don't post me freestyling? Nobody want to listen to your fucking, your whack ass, outdated, expires flow. Hold on. Go ahead. Repeat. Go ahead.
Now you, oh, Claressa, I got $2 million and I'll knock you out. First of all, I make more than $2 million.
Wait a minute. When has Shanae Shield made $2 million? Anybody? Haters, supporters, anybody. When has Shanae Shield made $2 million in a fight? Was it versus Franchon Crew de Jean?
You's a liar.
Was it versus Hammond?
You's a liar.
Was it versus Gabrielle?
You's a liar.
Was it versus Franchon Crew de Jean the first or the second time?
You's a
Ver Lanny Daniels?
liar. You's a liar.
When did your ass make $2 million? Estúpida, huh? You liar. You out here trying to sell your damn shitty ass drawer, shitty mohon with cornrows, huh? For cash apps for $60, and you talking about that you make I make more money and stuff like that, man. Probably Sabo whoop your ass. That's what it is. Every time there's a significant threat, you always be like, oh, no, I can make my money. You ain't damn fucking Floyd Mayweather, all right? Even Floyd Mayweather losing his money. You haven't heard? God forbid. God forbid. Mike from Boston in the building. What's good, bro? What $2 million you talking about? I made more than $2 million. And you here for people to buy your shitty ass looking like, you know, when you take a dump and that shit is like this. You know what I'm saying? Look like you just put blue cornrows on your dump, and that's how your damn little toy look like. And you trying to sell that shit. Ain't nobody want to buy that shit. Huh? Crazy. Nobody bought that stuff. Not even you try to give it away in a Christmas giveaway, man. Them kids will throw that shit out the window. Hey, mama, what's this? Is this caca? It's caca, mama. Don't give me caca. Fuck out of here, man. Man, if I get one of them toys to one of my little cousins and nieces or something like that, man, please, man, I'll be the embarrassment in Christmas. What's that? I don't want that, mama. I don't want daddy. I don't want that cheat. I said I want a game. I said I want, to play the game. I want laptop. And you give me this shitty stuff. I don't like it, papi. I don't love you no more, papi. You crazy, bro. If anybody gift that to anybody, you do not love kids, bro. You don't. You don't. I don't like a chick. No, that's poo-poo, daddy. Why you give me toy of poo-poo with hair? I don't like it. Can I flush it in the toilet, daddy? Because I think that's where it belongs. See, in the toilet, like my other poop, that's where it belongs, in the toilet, and flush it. You give it to a Spanish kid. ¿Qué eso? You give it to a Mexican little kid. ¿Qué esos, mami? ¿Por qué tú me estás dando eso? Eso se parece como su mierda con pelo. Miras esos. Hey, be grateful, okay? ¿Por qué esos, mami? ¿Por qué tú me estás dando esos a mí? Yo me estoy portando mal. Am I behaving bad? Yo me estoy portando mal. ¿Qué hice? Yo hice las tareas. I did my homework. Not even Dollar Tree will sell that shit, man. Say, Africa, Mama, what you did to me? I did not behave bad in school. Why you trick me like that, Mama? I behaved good. I thought I was going to get something good for Christmas. Why But you give me that. I didn't do anything bad. I did all my homework. The principal never called this month. Can I get something that I asked for? Why do you give me two like that, mama? Huh? Motherfucker. Let's keep on going with you. Rippity rappy. Hold on. Where's the rippity rappy?
Now you, Claressa, I got $2 million and I'll knock you out. First of all, I make more than $2 million.
Can you give me a little freestyle?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Wait, do you want to hear a freestyle or what?
You know, spit some bars, or freestyle on Chris Cyborg.
You think I'm Papoose? I'm not
No.
Papoose.
The damn freestyle, idiot! Huh? How he gotta go all these hoops and ask you a decent, straight-up question? You said that you rap. Spit the motherfucking freestyle right now with Tupida right now. Rippity rappy right now. Huh? Have us all here waiting and shit like that. I love the question, but I wanted him to drive that question. And then after the freestyle, you should have said what another hip hopper would say. That shit is trash. What you want me to do it now? No, later. I'm asking you now. You stupid. Huh? Oh, let me think. You don't got enough brain cells to even take time to think. You don't know what think is. I don't even think that you know what think is. You don't know what think is. You never thought before. All the shit that you be saying, doing, looking, sounding, you don't have any thoughts. You don't know how to think. What do you mean that let me think? You're wasting time, okay? Let's go to the hippity rappy. Hold on, give me a second. Let's go along with the hippity.
Now you, Claressa, I got $2 million and I'll knock you out. First of all, I make more than $2 million.
Can you give me a little freestyle?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Wait, do you want to hear a freestyle or what?
You know, spit some bars, or freestyle on Chris Cyborg.
You think I'm Papoose? I'm not
No.
Papoose. Let me think. Okay, we got that one. No joke. She mad that I'm paped up
Hurry
and her
up,
silly
baby.
ass broke. Get up off your ass and get some motherfucking money, ho. Wishing bad on me is funny. Why? Because it's not gonna work. Running circles on you bitches. Y'all can't keep up. Try to give you bitches a chance. She fucked it up. Calling me ugly as old. You know I'm fine as fuck. Said you wish I lose already. Don't get your hopes up.
Ooh, get the hell out of here. We're sad man from the Apollo. Get the hell. If Lauryn Hill's gonna get booed to the Apollo, I want you to get kicked out of the damn country. Deport this woman. Get the hell. Boo! Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I know there was some beta male. I know there was some beta male that was celebrating that and they're looking like this. Hey, yo, if Claressa Shields go into your subway station, y'all already know sometimes people in the subway station is rush hour, you heading to work or going back home, and here comes ding dong, opens up, and somebody want to do some rap, somebody want to talk about Jesus. Hey, I love Jesus Christ, but damn it, when I'm tired, I don't want to listen to nobody trying to preach to me, especially when the shit is going express. Hey, I just want to let everybody know right here, and everybody go squished up in the train and stuff like that. And you gonna preach right now, man? I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I know I love God, but don't preach to me right now. That Jesus, that you go hell if you do not repent right now. You know what I'm saying? Or there's some other people that come to the subway and start, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no joke, cause I'm broke. We're broke. We're broke. We're broke. It ain't no joke, cause I'm broke. We're broke. Can I get if you could give me a cup of chain, penny, dollar, quarter, whatever. I want to buy a cup of coffee and stuff like that. If you see Claressa Shields go into your subway and she says she want to rap, the first thing I want anybody to get up. Look, I do not support violence. But if there's a wildlife in the subway. You know me? Oh, shit! Claressa. Hey, folks, look, I do not support. I don't support violence, folks. I don't support violence, even though the damn my favorite sport is combat sports. But shit, if you see it, Claressa Shields, a wildlife acting like they're in the subway, we need an 8-ball jacket on deck. We need a dude with the 8-ball jacket on deck every time there's a Claressa Shields around. Flow State. Folks, I don't condone that. I'm serious. I don't condone that. I don't. I don't. Folks, I don't. But all humans are not created equal, bro. Everybody don't demand the same respect. Come on, man. Folks, every time she's around, we need to make sure that the 8-ball jacket, the dude with the 8-ball jacket, the infamous dude with the 8-ball jacket in New York City is around.
You know me? Oh!
Shut the hell up! You don't know how to rippity rapi. Blowing flowers with the $5 super chat. Said that was beyond embarrassing. Thank you, Punch. Always honest. She is trash. He said that part. Good looking out. Trash. So that even you, there is some good trash too. But damn, that's her trash is unrecyclable. I still got an 8-ball jacket. Hey yo, I don't condone that and that violence, but you know, if you seen the whole video of that incident, and remember when they did the press conference, and if you see the comments, 95% of the comment was giving that dude the benefit of the doubt because she was acting up. She was putting hands on him, slapping him. The dude is just trying to go home, but she wanted to act up. Sometimes you got to defend yourself, especially when there's wildlife around. You know? But she's rippity rappy. You think I'm Pap. No, you think you Remy Ma. It's not that we think that you Pap. Is that you think you Remy Ma. You want to look like she has an orange, even when Remy Ma has an orange wig, you want an orange weaving wig. We already saw it, Sir Nene. You was on her DM. We already saw it. So, time out. All right, folks. I'm not the sharpest tool in the kitchen drawer. I know I'm not. I know I got a lot of loose screws, right? My whole life, everybody say, yo, Punch, crazy. Yeah, you crazy. All right? At this point, okay, I'll give y'all the benefit of the doubt on certain shit. Damn it. I know. Even, hey, yo, I'm going to tell you like this. Even some of the boxing people be like, hey, yo, Punch. Yo, I'm going to tell you like this. If you tone it down a little bit, because you know your shit. You know boxing, you know the business of boxing and stuff like that. But if you just tone it down a little bit, I believe that more doors will open up for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, right. You know what's the tricky part about it is that people, I'm who I am. I'm just this. I'm lit all the time, right? And then they support me that way, but then it gets to a point when they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You crazy, yo. I like your content, stuff like that. If you could tone it down a little bit. But if the door was open up of me being my authentic self, why some of y'all want me to now change? But that me is me who I am, my authentic self is what gravitated to y'all to get to know me or whatever stuff like that. Now why you want me to change? It's hard for me. Come on, man. I'm too old to change, bro. I mean, I could compromise just a little bit, but depending with who, depending with who, I could compromise. I think compromising is, I mean, when you get a little older too, I mean, the older you get, the less compromise, the less sacrifice. I ain't gonna sacrifice for people that I don't feel like deserve my sacrifice, right? But I'm not. I just think that she's bad for women's boxing. That's what I think that she's very bad for women boxing. I'm gonna keep on saying it. It was only very, very few people in boxing in terms of pundit, independent media, YouTuber, social media account holders. There was very, very few, and I could count them with one hand, that was supporting women boxing, doing women boxing content, going to these women boxing, just reporting it. There's very, very few. And I think that my opinion is that Claressa Shields is trying to discredit, disrespect, devalue everything that is great in women boxing and the history of women boxing. I feel, my opinion is that she is a cancer. And I just don't feel like that. The people in boxing, if you got 90%, and remember what I've been telling y'all throughout the videos, I said MVP got 90% of women in the sport of boxing. They are women boxing. For you to be who you are and banned from an entity that's elevating, evolving, investing in women boxing, you have a problem with that entity. You got to be the problem of your own family and your own friends and the contemporaries and the pioneers of boxing got an issue. You're the issue, bruh. But I already know she don't got no damn cells. She got reprobate mind. So now I'm looking at the people around her, Remy Ma's husband. You beta male, bruh. I blame him too. No, Punch, you shouldn't blame her, man. You got to blame all the way Claressa Shields. Man, she got a reprobate mind. I blame that stupid ass gigolo too. I didn't even think that he was stupid like that. I'll be honest, folks. It's yo. If y'all been for how there's people out here y'all been rocking with me for a while. There's other people that been rocking with me since I started. I rarely even call people stupid using these words, but I'm seeing them and I'm like, dude, bro. You know how I be telling that he should yank the leash? Who's the dudes around this dude? Yank his leash. Hey, yo, my man, slap out of it, bro. You know who you with, bro? You piping this? What's wrong with you, bro? Damn, Remy broke your heart and stuff like that, but you don't got to go off the cliff like this. If you could tap that, you could tap anything, bro. What's wrong with you? Hey, yo, I look at Remy Ma's husband more lost than a dude on heroin that lost everything. There's on the corner of a highway. I'll be honest, I literally look at him that he got the same mindset. Don't let people with a couple chains and maybe they financially stable. Sometimes the money, fogs the issue that a person has, or somebody from the outside could look at this person and be like, oh, they don't got no issues. They living good. Nah, man. That dude is more lost than the heroin crackish addict in the corner of a highway. I'm telling you, man, I know people like that, bro. When that money, I'm gonna say like that, if that money ain't rolling in, that dude is... That's like, yo, one of my favorite rappers, top 3 all time was DMX, right? DMX was one of my favorite rappers, bro. I love DMX, right? But we all knew that he had that issue. But that money don't make it look like he got a issue. Or you can maintain that issue. I can still respect it because of your art and stuff like that. But because the money's keeping him. But if he was losing the money, he had no money. How you think DMX would look? The money fogs all that problem. Look at Adrian Broner. Look at Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner just a couple of months ago, before Dean the Great, was living in the basement of his mom's. He went from millions to nothing to negative. The type of negative that he felt like he couldn't even see his kids or even support his kids, because if he don't got no money, he feel like he can't even be a dad. And now AB is streaming His money is a little up, and you see, oh, now people in the chat is giving, yo, AB, man, shout out to AB. AB's funny. AB this. 2 months ago, everybody was laughing at AB. 2 months ago, check out go. I'm gonna give you some receipts because in this channel, I was always praying for Adrian Broner. Watch. Give me a second. I'm gonna give you some receipts right here. This is how people thought about AB before all the stream and all that, because his money is up. So now people look at AB in a different light. But without money, he's just a drunk, a guy that lost it all, an embarrassment. I'm proving to y'all right here. Give me a second. Just give me in less than a minute. Less than a minute. Remember, this is September, right? You remember when he was with Cameron and Cameron kicked him out? Y'all remember? How was the energy when Cameron kicked him out because he was drunk? Oh, but when he was deemed the great and drinking, and now he's getting money, right? He's looking different. His fashion is different. Oh, now he get the benefit of it's the money. The money accepts your negatives. You accept yourself more because you got money, but the people around also accept you, right? Look at the comment section. I'm gonna read several of the comment section. Didn't AB just make a video saying that he will be training? Bro, AB ain't been the same since Maidana took his undefeated record. Laughing emoji. That man definitely didn't disrespect her. That man was mesmerized by the son. That was dumb. He kicked that man out for saying that. She says she looks stunning. That's not an issue. Hold on. No, let's go. Wait. Let's go to I want. Yeah. Look at this. Remember, broke Adrian Broner arrested for unpaid $2,000 tab. He was always showing off money. AB has beaten himself. Is there a rematch clause? Overpaid boxers. I don't feel bad for nobody that had millions and is broke. Real talk, Punch. Prayers to the boxers and the sport of boxing, because I was praying for AB. While everybody, this was a prayer for AB. Remember when AB posted this shit? I remember 7 months. This is 7 months ago. Punt, I love the idea of Sunday awareness. I said, yo, I should do intervention videos. Look who's in. I said, Punch Drunk Intervention featuring Adrian Broner and Claressa Shields. And I was saying basically the difference between Claressa Shields and Adrian Broner is because right now Claressa Shields just got money. If Claressa Shields turn broke, and I'm telling you like this, 90% of boxers go broke. There's too many leashes. There's too many hands in a cookie jar when it comes to a boxer. 90% of boxers go broke after their career. And all I'm saying, I'm going to say it again to Shanae Shields because she be looking on. Shanae Shields. Matter of fact, let me call you by your name so you won't think that I'm just joking. Claressa Shields. This is a lonely sport, and many boxers have stated that. There's a lot of hands in the cookie jar, in your cookie jar as well. That's the way that the business of boxing is. You got the attorneys, you got the advisors, you got the managers, you got the promoters, you got the tax, you got the belt fees, you got everything. You know that if you're making $1 million, you're not coming home with $1 million. Even if you said you made $2 million, we already know you're not coming home with that. All the bridges that you have burnt, by the time you go broke, nobody's going to want to pick you up. Everybody is going to laugh. No one is going to pick you up. See, you don't even have now your family. You don't have those friends around the sport of boxing. You don't have the entity of the sport of boxing. You're not going to have Remy Ma's husband because he's not going to be with a bum bitch, right? He's not gonna go from a Remy Ma. Yeah, he could tolerate you because he's getting money off of you. Yes, he's getting money off of you. I know that she doesn't like. He gets money off of you. All right. He's win records. He don't work for free. He's not gonna work for free. All right. Once you lose, you won't have nobody. There's certain people that will lose everything, but they still have a couple of people there that's in position to help them out. Look at all the friends that Adrian Broner had, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all the friends. Look at Adrian Broner in his heyday. Rick Ross, 50 Cent, all the artists, the rap artists, Dipset. Yo, name them, and it was around AB. When AB, just several months ago, when it was in his mama's basement with no money, it was a 22-year-old streamer that helped him out. A 22-year-old strange streamer to him helped him out. And the only reason why he helped him out is because one thing that Adrian Broner got that money can't buy is charisma, sense of humor, and he's comedic. You take his personality away, and Adrian Broner is a dead man walking. He's good for content. Even the way that he laughs is funny, right? Shanae Shields got no personality. She got no character. She's not funny. Shanae Shields without the money, she is done. Done. So right now, if I was Shanae Shields, like I said before, get therapy. Every fighter should seek therapy anyway. Even if you don't have problems, every fighter should seek therapy because that's like a dude or a woman going to war, right? You have to be some type of bipolar to turn it on and turn it off. 10-week, 8-week training camp, you in it to fight somebody. There's somebody across you that's trying to take your life, literally. So you have to train. That's why fighters leave their family back home. Leave their wives and kids when they go to training camp. Just like a dude in the army. He leaves. He got to go. He got to turn into a killer, to be honest. We all know that she got marshmallow hands and she can't hurt a fly. But you understand what I'm trying to say. That's the mentality. Then after the fight, then they have to, they irritated in fight week. They dehydrated. They losing weight. They cutting weight. They want to fight and they hungry at the same time. You don't want to be around fight. I don't even like to bother fighters around that time either. I don't even like to be around fighters. Yo, my boy is Demetrius Andre. I was with him fight week. And I even keep my opinions to a minimum because he's gearing up to fight. He's about to. He's getting his mind ready. He's not trying to fool around, even though that we man funny and shit like that. Like we crack jokes. But even I'll tone it down because I understand the mentality. I understand being around fighters, and around that time, 2 days, a day before the fight, they're geared in a way. Family is not with them. The wife, the kids is not around like that. You know what I'm saying? So, peace, 4 Green in the building with the $5 super chat. Yo, peace, blessing, punch drunk. If Clean from Dead President goes broke, she have to be committed. Yo, and put it this way, Shanae Shields not even committed because she's doing what she's doing, a music video. She's doing music videos. She's doing her hair. She's doing, you in training camp, woman. You shouldn't even have time to do those wigs and weaves. You are a couple weeks before a fight. But that's the reason why this fight is a political fight, is a cherry pick. It doesn't mean shit. K Scott ain't gonna do nothing. I'm not trying to disrespect K Scott, but you catching bullets because you're attached to Shanae Shields. And see, that's how toxic that Shanae Shields is. That anybody that's affiliated with her, you're not gonna get the benefit of the doubt. Thus, beautiful champion Caroline Dubois, stay away from Shanae Shields. She is not your sister. She's pretending. She's only using you to get Alicia Baumgartner to pinch her nerves. She don't care about you, Caroline Dubois. And I said it before. Caroline Dubois, a beautiful pound for pound, unified lightweight champion. I can't wait to see a Caroline Dubois versus Alicia Baumgartner. I believe if they promote a fight, marinate it right, do not over marinate that fight. By the time mid-2027, that will be the biggest fight in women boxing since Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I believe so. Caroline Dubois know how to talk. Caroline Dubois look good in and out the ring. She carry herself very, very well. You know what I'm saying? She like to trash talk. She could, hey, if she want to call Alicia Baumgartner a coward, and that's fight talk. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Alicia Baumgartner talk shit. That's all good. I believe that they can marinate this fight. If this fight, it could be just as big. Caroline Dubois shouldn't even pressure this fight like that. 2027, let me tell you like this. It is going to be the biggest woman fight since, I'm not going to say it's bigger than Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, but it will be the biggest fight since, right? But Claressa Shields understands that. She know what I know. She know what everybody in the women boxing industry knows, that is going to be the biggest fight. And that fight is going to be who is truly going to take the torch in women boxing, especially after Katie Taylor. They're going to be performing September 5th. It's a farewell fight. Shout out to the Trailblazer, Katie Taylor. And Amanda Serrano have stated that this might be her last year. You know what I'm saying? She got August 21st, record-breaking night, TikTok, wonderful fight. She got the opportunity to break Christy Martin's record for 33 knockouts in women boxing history. I don't believe nobody's ever going to break that record. I don't believe that nobody's ever going to become a 7th division world champion. That's in the Guinness Book of Records. That's why I say Amanda Serrano arguably is the greatest woman fighter of all time, the most decorated fighter in the history of the 100+ years of Quinberry rules boxing. She is the top 3 most decorated champions ever, male or female. And how she facilitated so many deals and opportunities for these girls. Like, again, we're talking about MVP and Matchroom Boxing. And like I said at the beginning of the live, if it wasn't for Amanda Serrano trusting and signing with MVP and her performing how she did it with Katie Taylor, and Katie Taylor performing how she did versus Amanda Serrano, you would never see this emerge of MVP and Matchroom Boxing partnering up, the two entities that rules women boxing. Check out and the interview that Eddie Hearn had today justifies what I've been saying about MVP. Give me a second.
Been looking at what they've been doing in women's boxing, which I think is quite incredible, to be honest with you, and the commitment they have towards it. Basically, I look at their roster, they've pretty much got everybody. VP have basically 90% of the roster of women's boxing.
So if MVP, self-explanatory. Spiritual with the $2 super chat. What's good, Spiritual? Punch, I love your boxing coverage. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you and the others that also allow me to speak on boxing and are very supportive in tuning into women boxing content. I've been doing, Spiritual and the rest of y'all been doing women boxing content for a long time. And I'm so happy out of all the content, to be honest, that I've done. Women boxing content and getting the support is like, as a content creator, if there's any content that I'm like, yeah, I'm about to cut this content. Oh, I like this news. Yeah. Because women boxing it really don't have that type of support. And to be honest, back then, I didn't see a lot of women going to women boxing. Like, there's not a lot of women that support women boxing. And now I'm seeing for real for the past year and a half, especially since the Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor 2 in Dallas, Texas with the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Since then, I've seen, women is really supporting these other women. I think what's happening, what has happened in the sport of boxing is that of course, they wasn't getting pushed. They wasn't getting marketed. The storytelling in boxing has been limited. Back in the days, everybody knew. Back in the days, people knew fighters, but people knew the story of a fighter. People knew Mike Tyson's story from beginning to end. People knew Muhammad Ali's story from beginning to end. People knew boxers and their story. They knew Grand Rapid, Michigan, Floyd Mayweather. He moved around, blah blah blah. His father, drug dealer, mother on drugs, all that. Like people, they used to have so many documentaries, and the way that fighters used to be built gave the whole story. Now it's like, oh, this fighter is fighting this fighter in 4 weeks. And nobody knows the background of a fighter. Nobody knows too much of the background of Alicia Baumgartner, right? Like, do you know the background of Alicia Baumgartner? Like people supposed to know, although people just look at, oh, Alicia Baumgartner, oh man, she's an entertaining fighter, and she looks beautiful in the ring and out the ring, and she know how to talk. But it's like I've been saying, even before her Harper fight, I say, yo, she's not losing this fight. There's certain fighters that made it straight from the mud. No money, no nothing, no hype, no marketing machine, no promotional machine. Alicia Baumgartner made it straight from the mud. Mud, like mud. Like, and I still don't even think that that people haven't given the opportunity to even tell her story. Right? Because the more that you know about a boxer and why they are where they at, where they came from, you have a little bit more respect for their accomplishments and things of that nature. I think people know Shanae. They even got a biopic of Shanae Shields, and Shanae Shields got her story. You know what I'm saying? But there's more women. But the difference between Shanae Shields is that she was hype. She was marketed. She was an Olympian and represented USA, represented us. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to her for that. But in women boxing, there hasn't been none of that. And that's why I think a lot of people never gravitated to women, because they don't even know the women. But now with the Emerge and MVP and ESPN and Netflix, and we see these documentaries, now is the time to truly go beyond the ring and recognize these women's lives. Shout out with the $10 super chat. What's good, Ale? I truly appreciate your passion for women's boxing. You have actually helped me understand when looking into these fighters. Thanks for sharing the knowledge with Heap of Funny. We appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Good looking now. God bless. God bless. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Barbara in the building. What's good? She has to fall because she calling people broke for the fall. The fall is going to come. And in boxing, that's inevitable. If the fall don't, look, let me tell you like this. In boxing, is inevitable. If the fall doesn't come in the ring, it comes outside of the ring. And we already see that outside of the ring is already falling. She may not acknowledge, she's gonna try to make believe like her getting banned from MVP is not, I'm not banned, you're banned. You're banned. You're hanging on a thread right now. You're on a big Lex Taseki card that they're the one. The only reason people care about August 15th, if anybody cares about that event, it's because of them. You went from USA Olympian, like you always say, you went from that. You went from decorated champion to a sideshow. You are a sideshow. You are a sideshow. The only reason, ladies and gentlemen, and they didn't even care, let me tell you like this, they didn't care about those other boxers in that show. The reason why they needed to up the show is because the Georgia State Athletic Commission was not going to sanction that event. It needed more boxers. It was too much of a sideshow. You know what I'm saying? They needed to add boxers, but they didn't care about adding boxers. They didn't care. They don't care. You think Zeus care about Zeus don't even care about Shanae Shields. They're not featuring Shanae Shields in Zeus. Peep this. The Zone don't care. The Zone don't care. I'm sorry. Win doesn't care. I don't see these people promoting Claressa Shields. She out here selling dolls, bruh. She's out here begging. We saw what Taseki said. Oh, Claressa Shields want me to go to the gym. Now they desperately trying to use Christian. They desperately got Christian Rock. They couldn't get the sister that's gonna be the event. And you saw the video when she's like, oh, I don't know, run it by my people. I gotta run it by my people first. See, that wasn't supposed to be Christian Rock. That was supposed to be Taseki. But probably her people saw it just like Dean the Great and his people saw it. Man, what is she bringing to the table? When you do a collab, you got to bring something to the table as well. A collab does bring something to the table for me, you, and stuff like that for the most part, right? Blowing flowers for the $5 super chat. Punch, you reached a whole new demographic to spread women's boxing knowledge. It's much appreciated, homie. Muchas gracias. Gracias, la flor mía. Gracias. Hey, a la bueno, a la mala, ¿verdad? One of the threads from the orange, can anyone clarify if Zeus opted out of the circus? No, a matter of fact, I think that they're going to be the prelim to the boxing event. You understand what I'm saying? Look. If Salida wants to get licensing fee for this event, you think that the zone is just going to have Claressa Shields and K. Scott and pay for Orlando Brown, Ray J, Big Taseki? See, the zone doesn't know nothing about that, so they can't. But they need to. This got to be a boxing event. So now what is going to be? The boxing event is going to come after the Zeus event, but the Zeus is not going to play the boxing event. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, I understand Taseki. Maybe they'll do a collab. I don't know, but I understand why would Taseki, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, Big Lex, Ray J, Orlando Brown, why would they want to do a collab with Claressa Shields if they're not going to be featured on the zone and Claressa is not going to be featured on Zeus? It's no point. You're just using me to help you out. You understand what I'm trying to say? If Taseki will be doing a stream with Claressa Shields, she will only be helping Claressa Shields because the zone is only going to be playing the boxing event. Claressa Shields' fight is not going to play on Zeus. And Big Lex and Taseki is not going to play on the zone. The event, that's like they're doing it themselves in Salida promotion. See, this is what it is. Zeus needs Salida Promotions. They need Salida Promotion. They don't care about Claressa Shields. They care about Salida Promotions. For the Georgia State Athletic Commission to sanction a boxing bout, exhibition professionally, you know what I'm saying? They need a licensed promoter for that event to take place. That's why Zeus needs Salida. They don't need Claressa. They need Salida Promotion. Win Records need Salida Promotion. Zeus needs Salida Promotion for the boxing, for the promoter license to throw a fight for the Georgia State Athletic Commission to sanction the fight. And that's what it is. She could, I'm doing this show. Yo, it could be anybody. They just really need the people that they need is Salida. Without Salida, you can't sanction a Big Lex, Taseki, Ray J. You can't sanction them fights. It's almost like you remember the Misfits or the Eden Ross event, right? Where you see what's his name? You saw Ray J fight the comedian, and you seen who else? Charleston White and all of them, right? Eden Ross needed Dana White's promotional umbrella to sanction in California an Eden Ross event in California or Vegas, wherever that was, to sanction the Eden Ross event because Eden Ross does not have a promotional license. Remember, there's laws when it comes to throwing a boxing event. You need to have a promotional license, and it needs to be sanctioned. You just can't throw a boxing event just like that, remember, because somebody could die in that ring. Holly with the $2 super chat for breaking things down as well as you do. Appreciate you. And I know that's not, and thank you. I know that a lot of people, a lot of boxing content creators or content creators or celebrity gossip or hip hop content creators is not mentioning what is what. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I also like to express the business of boxing, because the business of boxing is one of the most complex businesses of all sports. Because every fight, every event, it's its own entity, it's its own event. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is not like the NBA, MLB. No. Every state has a sanctioning body. If you could smoke weed for the New York State Athletic Commission, but you can't smoke weed in the Texas State Athletic Commission nor the Michigan State Athletic Commission. Marijuana is banned. That's why they was going to suspend Claressa Shields, because they found marijuana in her system in the Michigan State Athletic Commission. But if there was New York, they don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? So every state has its commissions. Almost, remember when Mike Tyson bit the ear of remember Evander Holyfield, and Mike Tyson lost his license. He was trying to get his license back in Vegas. They didn't want to give him in Vegas. He tried to get it in New York. They didn't want to give him in New York. They tried California. They didn't want to give his license. Nobody. But the Memphis Athletic Commission gave him the license, and that was the fight after. So every state has its commission, has their rules. There's some commission that gives you all the numbers. There's other commission that withholds the numbers. You know what I'm saying? So boxing business is very, very complex. And the reason why it's also more complex is because a lot of things is not given to y'all public. So in boxing, Shanae Shield could say, I made $2 million. Who's going to fact check it? Most of boxing contracts like that are disclosed. Within the contracts, you can disclose a lot of shit was in the contract. I've done videos about contracts in boxing. Nobody, I'm telling y'all this, I ain't tweaking my horn or nothing like that. There is no boxing content creator, pundit, independent media that have shown y'all an actual standard boxing license. And I show it so people can understand when a boxer is talking, oh, they this and they that. No. Some of these contracts, ladies and gentlemen, is like modern day slavery. Yes, it is. They own your name. They own your likenesses. They own everything. You just can't wear what you want to wear. You just can't go out there. Hey, let me do a Pepsi card. They're gonna get it. They're gonna get money off of you. You know what I'm saying? I hope Shanae Shields is listening, because I always hope that. I know that the thing is, Jay, she's always listening. She's listening. The only problem is that she just doesn't want to take it in. If I was Shanae Shields, I would listen to me. I would be like, this motherfucker's a fool, but shit. Well, shit, he's looking out for me, and he's still looking out for me. You remember when I did the video when I said I'm gonna be her PR, and I did a video, apologize to MVP. Just apologize. Do not say nothing. Don't go to social media. The first thing you need to do, just apologize. What she did, I'm gonna sue MVP. I'm gonna do this and that, and she got banned. No, they banned her first because Nakisa said that he had a conversation with Claressa Shields after the incident with Alicia Baumgartner, and she didn't apologize. Just because of that, they banned her, because she wasn't sincere, she wasn't genuine, and she never apologized for her actions. And that's all he wanted. That's all he wanted to hear. Before that, the day before, I wrote a press release for Claressa Shields and saying, say this, say that. Just apologize. I'm telling you, just apologize and you're going to be good. It's boxing at the end of the day. We've seen the most horrible things said in boxing. Apologize. You was wrong. You was wrong, Shanae Shields. But no, she don't even think that she's wrong. And then you got Remy Ma's husband, a doofus himself, that can't even tell us, shut the F up. Let me handle it. All right, you don't want to apologize. I'm going to have our team apologize for you. But he can't even do that because he's stupid. Now folks, now I understand what Remy used to talk. And I'll be honest, I wasn't into no Remy and Pat breaking up. And that's relationship shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people break up, they get back together, celebrity relationships and stuff like that. I used to hear certain things because it'll come through my thread. I'm like, oh man, just another celebrity, couple having problems and getting a divorce and lashing out at each other publicly and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, as a hip hop also fan, that I respected the union of Remy and Pat, right? I was 50-50. I looked at it like, she really, allegedly, she did that. Damn, Pat, damn. You know what I'm saying? I was on the fence. I was 50-50. Like, you don't know what's going on. But now, really, all the things that Remy Ma been saying, it's true, bro. I'm looking at this guy. Like, yeah, you weird, bro. Because you rap. And see, this is what it is. Because some people know how to put words together. They sound intellectually when they rap. They sound good. They sound smart. But that's just rap. That's just rap. And I think that's what it is. I think Remy Ma's husband got the benefit of the doubt because of two things. He rocked with Remy Ma, a person that many people in the culture respect, right? She's been doing it for 20 plus years, probably almost 30. She's highly respected. She is a living legend. And that couple was loving hip hop on the flesh, right? It was. We can't sugarcoat that from the culture. When shit was good, that was love and hip hop in the flesh. Just like the movie Love and Basketball, they was loving hip hop, not the reality show. That was in the flesh, right? So people gave him the benefit of the doubt because people from the outside in or whatever, the story is how he looked out for her when she was locked up and blah, 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 blah. Oh, damn, he's a stand-up dude. Oh, damn, a lot of dudes wouldn't even do that shit, whatever, right? So women gave it the benefit of the doubt in the hip-hop culture. Men gave him men was like, hey, yo, I wouldn't do that, but man, massive respect. So he got a lot of respect from the ladies and the industry at itself, right? But now, and the second thing is, people gave him the benefit of the doubt intellectually is because the way that he rhymes sound like he's a smart guy. But that's just rhymes. Outside of that, now we're really looking at him. Now we're looking at, I think that people never looked at or cared enough about Remy Ma's husband beyond the relationship with Remy Ma and beyond his rhymes. And now we're looking at him outside of his rhymes and the relationship that he had with Remy Ma. And now women are saying, man, that dude is a cornball. And now dudes is like, man, dude, you a cornball. Now people see him as a cornball. Straight up cornball. Like the only thing that he got, oh, yo, Pap could spit. Nobody wants his woman. I mean, ain't no dude in the barbershop saying, yo, Pap got a good one. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody in nobody. Like, people looking at it, the situation, like, and think about it right now. I think Remy Ma she glowed up. Yo, she moving like a boss, bruh. She's everywhere. She doing movies. She got an album. She got the hottest freestyle. She got the hottest remix. She's in, and she sits courtside in the New York Knicks game. We haven't seen you courtside in a long time, Remy Ma's husband, without your wife. What happened? Shanae Shoes can't get you courtside in the Knicks game? I think now we're looking at this dude beyond the raps, beyond the relationship, and we know he don't got nothing. Let's be real, let's be honest. And I said this a while ago. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm New York. Wash Heights, Harlem. So when it comes to New York, let's be real. When it comes to hip hop, we're known for lyrics, we know for fashion. Remy Ma's husband was never looked at a guy that has fashion. He's never been that guy that people that girls be like, oh my God. How Shanae Shields look at Remy Ma's husband. There wasn't women that I never came across a bunch of women saying, oh my God. I've heard a bunch of women say they like back in the days, they like Method Man, Mace. I even seen a bunch of girls. I remember in school, they like the DMX, Pac, Cameron, Dipset, Jewels, Fab. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got a bunch of homegirls too. I'm gonna do that shit with a lot of that I used to chill with a lot of chicks. You feel me? I got a lot of homegirls as well. So of course, you know what a lot of these chicks be saying about certain 50. You know what I'm saying? A lot of girls like the 50. LL Cool J, man. Everybody, the grandmothers love LL Cool J and stuff like that. Nobody was like, hey, yo, you see how nobody cared about he was not Remy Ma's husband was he's not a fashion dude. He's not for the ladies that sex symbol. I mean, Shanae Shields not a sex symbol like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they are made for each other. But this was co-CEO Nikisa from MVP just hours ago today after they lock in that deal with Matchroom Boxing, and they asked him about Shanae Shields because Shanae Shields in a recent interview with Ariel, the same interview where she was doing that stupid ass freestyle, she was saying that she don't respect MVP. She just respect the women in MVP. Stop it. You gotta respect MVP. And you gotta even respect them now that they have emerged with Matchroom Boxing. Sky Nicholson just signed with MVP because it is just the right thing to do. Because they are invested in women's boxing. And I said this a while ago. Imagine if Shanae Shields would have stopped trying to chase a married man and choke on his butt hair, that she would have signed with MVP, and it just would have enhanced. It would have helped as well. They don't need her. I don't think that women boxing needs Shanae Shields. She's a clown show now. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it would have been a help, but she only cared about herself. The whole industry, everybody, all hands on deck, supporting, uniting, except for her. Right? This is what Nikisa said today.
We don't lie about anything. If anything, they need to look at how they get their numbers and their viewerships and their ticket sales. They know who lies and who doesn't lie. Claressa Shields, she's a great champion. I wish her nothing but the best. She's not welcome at MVP events. Okay. She's not welcome at MVP events. Okay.
She's not welcome at MVP events. Okay.
You're not welcome in MVP events. Double down. Because Claressa Shields was saying that MVP be lying. And it's true. It's true not what she said, but it's true what Nikisa said. We all know when you talk about $8 million, we all know that you're lying. We all know that. We know when, because this was you on what was America.
That's just the number that we decided to put out there.
That's just the number that you just wanted to put out there, because what you wanted to do is change the AI. So when people search who's the highest paid woman, what your team wanted to do is go to all these credible high traffic media outlets, because that's the way the AI works. And I've been saying this for a while. You go to a bunch of media outlets and stuff like that, and then boom, you said this high profile journalist write a story. You got CNN, you got CBS, you got NBC, you got ESPN, and when you search it, who's the highest paid female athlete? Then it comes Shanae Shields. But that's just to mess up the algorithm. That's one issue in the sport of boxing, is that you could lie a lot in boxing. If you don't go to the commission and get the ticket sales sheet or the purse sheet, right? Then anybody could say anything. Anybody, I could, anybody be, hey yo, hey yo, Punch, how much you made? Yeah, I made $2.5 million. And you can't fact check me because within those type of contracts, in those contracts, you can't publicly state how much this fighter got, how much was the number, what was the pay-per-view numbers and stuff like that. You remember, like, there's a lot of times where you hear, oh, this event did 250,000 pay-per-view buys. They don't say 256, 375. You know what I'm saying? They don't say the actual number. And that's boxing. So Claressa Shields, she knows that there's people outside of boxing that's highly gullible. That's what she does a lot of her interviews with people that don't know the logistic of boxing. Because if she runs that shit by punch run boxing, she can't talk like that. See, that's why she looks on, and she's a liar, and I'm gonna sue you. I hope that you sue me for them. I hope, because if you sue, guess what? The whole truth comes out. You ain't get paid not even close to $1.4 million versus French on Crew de Jour in your last fight. Because the zone gave a $1.6 million licensing fee. Meaning nobody got paid more than $1.6 million. So you ain't got paid $2 million. That is the $1.6 million in your last fight, right? The $1.6 million that the zone, the licensing fee of your last fight, that is the pot. That is the pot. That means they got to pay you, French on Crew de Jour, and everybody else in that card. Plus the promoters. And what you think, that Win Records ain't getting shit? You think Win Records is signing you for free? You think they give you a $3 million bonus and they ain't getting no money off of you? You ain't even come out with a guarantee $1 million. And put it this way. Hey, publicly, you listening on Claressa Shields. I bet that on my life you ain't make more than $1.2 million guaranteed on the fight with French on Crew de Jour. Call me a liar. So you go to these little podcasts. Go to these little hip-hop podcasts and say, I did this. Go to the Breakfast Club. Because the motherfuckers ain't never going to fact check you because what's the other chick? The other chick, I don't know her name. Not the comedian. The other chick, the darker skin tone. The one that is Envy, Charlamagne the God, the woman, the comedian with the short hair, not her, the one with the big lips, the other one, the darker one, the skinnier one. That's her friend. That's why they don't like to fact check Claressa Shields when she likes to go out there and lie. Trying to say that she make more than $2 million a fight. Who gonna pay you more than $2 million a fight? The guy, there's certain guys that don't even got $2 million guaranteed. Lauren, that's her name. That's her friend. That's her friend. That's why they don't let her fact check her. They like to they helping her lie. Creation is over. Can we give a shout out to Naughty Love? She always gives Punch Young shout out on her channel. Shout out to Naughty Love. What's good, Naughty? Appreciate that. Her fights are not exciting and stuff. Man, I don't even think Gervonta Tank Davis had a $2 million guarantee versus Lamar Rowe. How much did Gervonta Tank Davis is one of the highest paid boxers? I think his guarantee was only $2 million. Look, we could fact check it even if it goes online. Let's see what they say online. Because some publication, I think that his guaranteed, he could make $11 million. But when you're talking about boxing guaranteed purse, when there's a pay-per-view, they'll give you a $2 million guarantee, $1.5 million, $3 million guarantee purse. And then if there's a pay-per-view event, then they give you the back end. You can make way more money depending if you sell more than 100,000. At this point in the sport of boxing, I think you could break even on 60 or 90,000 pay-per-view buys. And then when you pass that threshold, when you pass that number, that's when you start getting, back end. So back in the days, good pay-per-view numbers was in the millions. But if you could at least get 300,000 pay-per-view buys, and you start collecting after the 100,000. So that means you really got the percentage of the 200,000, right? And if you were A side, you getting 90-10 or 80-20. You get 80% of the back end. You're making money. That's why Gervonta Tank Davis, he makes money. But his guarantee is not. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. Hold on. Here you go. Let me see. They got it right here. I want the guaranteed purse, not the pay-per-view back end. Give me a second. You know what happened also is that AI, a lot of websites stop reporting because AI has really effed up the website game. You know, I know people that used to have websites that, since AI has emerged, is really it has really ran them out of business. Okay, I'll give you an example right here. Gervonta Tank Davis for the Frank Martin fight in June 2024. Davis had a $2 million guaranteed purse, with a potential earning hitting 10 millions if pay-per-view sales hit the 800K mark. That was 2024. What was his guaranteed purse versus Lamar Roach? I know it was around 2. The one in Washington, D.C., the fight that I went to, his guaranteed purse was $1.5 million. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Gervonta Tank Davis, he sells out every arena he goes. From the Barclays, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Cali, Vegas. That's very rare today. Tank, Canelo and Tank, Ryan Garcia, but especially, you know, Tank, because the Tank and the Ryan Garcia did the 1.3 pay-per-view buys, with 1.3 million pay-per-view buys. Tank is one of the biggest sellers in boxing, and his guarantees are 2 million, 2.1, because he's gonna sell so much in pay-per-view. He's gonna make out of those days, he's gonna make his $15 to $20 million because he does sales. And imagine the gate numbers. Imagine what his percentage is. Since he's the guy that's bringing everything, he's going to take his 80% of the gate, and he's going to take his 90% on the pay-per-view. As a matter of fact, he may take 100% off the pay-per-view and give the fighters like a Luis Garcia, now here's your $500,000 flat fee. You don't get none of my pay-per-view, and you don't get none of my gates because you don't bring nobody. I'm the one that's bringing the fans, and they're buying the pay-per-view regardless. They don't know who you are. So certain fighters that fight Tank gets their flat fee just here. You're not getting none of my percentages. That's how he makes so much money, right? Claressa Shields, you don't get no damn Gervonta Tank Davis numbers. They give a bunch of tickets away in over there. You need big Lex into Seki to sell out in Atlanta. And I didn't even know they even sold out, but just to sell. Who you fooling? Why you lie like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you like this: with the lies that she tells, man. If people want it, she'll get sued left and right. If MVP want it, she will get sued left and right. But they don't even waste their time with that, because they probably look at her real numbers and be like, what we gonna get off of her? Punch, what happens if tickets don't sell for this fight? Who still gets paid? Or they're gonna get paid, but everybody else takes a loss. because contracts is already signed, right? And this what it is. I mean, you could she gonna that's why I'm saying guaranteed. So if her guaranteed is $1 million, I won't knock that her guarantee is $1 million. Her guarantee could be $1 million. If the numbers are not successful, then she's not gonna get really a percentage out of those numbers, because once they be like, oh, these are comp tickets, you know what I'm saying? These are not really, and that's how I like it. How Nakisa said, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the real truth, like that. When he's saying lying,
We don't lie about anything. If anything, they need to look at how they get their numbers and their viewerships and their ticket sales. They know who lies and who doesn't lie. Claressa Shields, she's a great champion. I wish her nothing but the best. She's not welcome at MVP events. Okay. She's not welcome at MVP events. Okay.
She's not welcome at MVP events. Okay.
folks, you think that if Shanae Shields was who she says she is, she would get banned in boxing? Bro, Mike Tyson could say the craziest shit in the world. If Mike Tyson says, I'm coming to your event, they give him the red carpet. They give Roberto Duran the red carpet. If Muhammad Ali was alive today, they'll give him the red carpet. Michael Jordan, the NBA. Can you imagine a entity in the NBA says that Michael Jordan is not invited? Michael Jordan is banned. Can you, any GOAT in any GOAT in any profession in sports is banned from what? Or you going to ban Jerry Rice from the NFL? From the 49ers? You going to ban Patrick Ewing from the Knicks? I mean, Charles Oakley could be banned, but they ain't going to ban no Patrick Ewing. But just like Eddie Hearn and everybody knows in boxing, MVP got women boxing on lock, and you're banned from that. So I'm going to tell you, she could pretend like, I'm not banned from boxing. All y'all motherfuckers want to say that I'm going to be banned and shit like that. I'm going to be fighting in August 5th. You're banned. If you can't go to a MVP event, think about this. And women boxing, 90% of women boxing is MVP. You're basically banned. Just put it this way. Okay. You're not banned from every bar. Let's say you're a bar hopper, right? You like to go to the bar. You like to go. If you're banned from 95, let's just say 90, because it's only the Salida, and those are little shows. How many shows does Salida does? She don't even go to a bunch of Salida events herself. She go to more MVP events than Salida. She tries to go to, hey, yo, this year, Claressa Shields has gone more to MVP events than Salida. Because you ain't go in May. You ain't go to Mother Day weekend in Atlanta. You ran all the way over here to New York because you thought that Remy Ma's husband was going to be chilling with his wife. You go to more MVP events. You went to check out Caroline Dubois in London, right? Correct? Try to go face-to-face with London Price, right? But she a boxer. Probably London Price is going to be signing with MVP real soon. Just like Sky Nicholson just signed with MVP. I know where she's going to go. Mark my words. Mark my words. You know where she's going to go? And going to cloud chase? She's going to go to Ireland. And she's going to go to Katie Taylor farewell fight. Now, good that they already, if MVP would have done that deal with Matchroom, but Matchroom doesn't need MVP for Katie's farewell fight, then she wouldn't be accepted or welcome over there. I mean, you could buy your ticket. But why would I go to some place where I'm not even wanted? She'll dare buy tickets and say, you can't ban me from buying a ticket. Yeah, you gotta buy your own ticket. You still gonna look dumb out there. You still gonna look dumb if you try to have that ego and say, oh, they trying to ban me. Watch me buy my own ticket. I'm gonna show up anyway. You still gonna look stupid because now you are a grow buying tickets. Ask Mike Tyson was the last time he bought a ticket to go to a fight. Ask Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, when was the last time he bought a ticket to a fight? Even ask Terrence Bud Crawford, ask Roberto Duran, ask Sugar Ray Leonard. When was the last time they ever bought a ticket to go to a fight? Since they've been retired, when was the last time you think they bought a ticket? Man, they get the red carpet. Who's here? Who? You remember, who was it when Turkey Al-Sheikh gave up his seat? Who he gave up his seat to? I think he gave up his seat for. Who he gave up his seat? Chris Eubank, Sr. Oh, because in London, Chris Eubank Sr. is royalty. Turkey Al-Sheikh gave up his seat for Chris Eubank Sr. in London. You think if Katie, okay, right? If Katie Taylor wants to go, put it this way: Katie, if Amanda Serrano going to be was going to be fighting on the 21st in August, right? But of course, Katie Taylor's not going to go because she's going to be fighting 2 weeks in Ireland. But if Katie Taylor want to go to a fight, Katie Taylor doesn't pay for no ticket because that's Katie Taylor. You think Amanda Serrano paid for a ticket to go see Jerome Bruce Ennis versus Anders Zayas? Man, they give her the red carpet. She's a queen in boxing. Amanda Serrano doesn't pay. She gets invited. Did you see the New York Knicks playoff celebrity sheet? She gets invited. She was invited to go to the finals. She said, I lose weight watching her eat. Let's listen to the rippity.
Now Claressa, I got $2 million and I'll knock you out. First of all, I make more than $2 million.
Can you give me a little freestyle?
You lying.
Let's hear it.
Wait, do you want to hear a freestyle or what?
Freestyle.
You know, spit some bars or freestyle on Chris Cyborg.
You think I'm Papoose? I'm not
No.
Papoose.
No,
let me think.
You think that you Remy Martin?
Okay, got that one.
Freestyle. Hurry up.
No joke. She mad that I'm paped up and her silly ass broke. Get up off your ass and get some motherfucking money, ho. Wishing bad on me is plenty why, because it's not gonna work. Running circles on you bitches. Y'all can't keep up. Try to give you bitches a chance. She fucked it up. Calling me ugly as old. You know I'm fine as fuck. Said you wish I lose already. Don't get your hopes up.
Shut up. Shut the hell up, Chucky. Chucky, shut the hell up.
You's a liar!
Hated it.
Chucky, shut the hell up. Hey, yo, I didn't even do this live. I ain't even talked about this shit. Give me a second. I ain't even talked about this one. As we all know, Claressa Shields was cloud chasing Christian Rock. That's when you know you're hitting a low point. You need a cloud chase. How you cloud chase somebody that is just as toxic? But let me tell you like this, I'll be honest. If I have to tolerate someone's toxic, I will that's how Claressa Shields is so bad that I will give Christian Rock more of the benefit of the doubt than Claressa Shields. I would tolerate Christian more than Claressa Shields. I would tolerate Christian more than Claressa Shields. You got the nerve. How this beast got the nerve to tell Christian Rock, you should stay away from him. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. I ain't even gonna say his name. The color. You should stay away from him. I ain't even gonna say his name, but stay away from him. I ain't even gonna say his name. The color. Look at you talking about. Hey, yo, you should stay away from a married man. Who are you to give anybody some moral conduct opinion? Huh? Who the hell are you, Shenanigans Shields? You gonna tell this woman stay away from the father of her son? Huh? At the end of the day, hey, let me tell you like this. They could be as toxic as they come. And look, that dude is toxic as well. That couple, whatever they are, they toxic. Christian, Blueface, they toxic. But they tolerate each other. I've seen couples like that, folks. I have seen couples like that from the outside looking in, you be like, you want to save them, but you be like, man, shit, they like that shit. They hit each other. There are couples like that. Unfortunately, there are couples like that. Huh? Not everybody is the Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's like that. There are couples out there in the hood. You see him, she smacked the dude smacked the chick, and they love each other. Don't tell them nothing. They love each other. Bro, but who are you? In the end of the day, they're going to have to tolerate each other because they have a child together. Some way, shape, form, you can't tell a dude to stay away from her, and you can't tell the dude to stay away from her, and you can't tell her to stay away from him. You may not, even when you co-parenting, you may not see each other for 98% of the time, but there might be that 2%. There may be that, you know what? The kid gets sick and both y'all want to be in the hospital. There's going to be some parent-teachers night that both parents want to be there. There's going to be some graduations and some parties that, hey, sometimes you got to drop off, pick up. You're going to have to see each other. You're going to have to talk to each other some way, some shapes or form. You can't tell that woman to stay away, and you in a position where you with a married man that he's never going to get a divorce. He's never going to get a divorce. And you going out there saying, it's a divorce. Don't you understand? It's a divorce. It looks like you're the only one that doesn't understand that he's not getting a divorce. And I'm telling y'all, folks, if I had to bet money, I think he did a vasectomy, bro. Because it's one thing, okay, hey, yo, gigolo from upstairs. All right, man, there's one thing about being with her, holding hands with her. Maybe when you kiss her, you be like this. I don't know. I don't know if you like to eat that up. That shit smell like ammonia. I don't know. But look, but if you're gonna give that woman a baby, man, we don't need another Shenanigans Shield in this world. We don't need another gremlin. We don't need a gremlin like that. No. We don't need that. We don't need that. No. I think somebody got to go to jail. No, 15 to life. 15 to life. Look, you know how when we see people and they be like, yo, they shouldn't give birth to kids. You know when you see people and be like, nah, they shouldn't give no birth to kids. Don't bring nobody into this world. I think she's unhinged. That's just my opinion. I don't think that she know how to take care of herself. I don't think she's up there mentally. Like I said, money fogs it up. Just because you could fight, you know what I'm saying? You think that you're disciplined in life. No, you only disciplined in fighting. You know what I'm saying? And that and as much as I love boxing and as much as I love combat sport, that is not a normal life though. And that life, it has is a short span. There's gonna be a time when you're not gonna fight. What are you gonna do, Shenanigans Shields? What are you gonna do? I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, look, we all want to be honest. Look, it's like me. If I say, yo, hey, yo, Punch, you got some great teeth. No, I don't have great. I got a chipped tooth and shit like that. No, I don't got great teeth, and I know that, right? I want you to be honest. I don't want you to be, hey, yo, you got one of the most beautiful smile, Punch. I mean, you're supposed to be in a Colgate and Crest commercial. You just, oh my God, just crack a smile. You have a beautiful smile. I got a chipped tooth. I ain't gonna be in no goddamn commercial. Just like you ain't gonna be in no damn commercial because of your looks. You're not a sex symbol. You don't have sex appeal. I'm just being honest. Huh? Can we be honest? Damn it. I'm just being honest. I'm not being mean or nothing like that. There's some people that got universal beauty that you could go to the Middle East and you could go to China and you go to Japan, Antarctica, you know what I'm saying, Australia, Africa, America, and you have there's something called a universal beauty. that damn, this woman or this guy, right? That people just find them attractive. But I think even with Shanae Shields, she does have a universal unattractive. I don't think I think there's so more people that don't like her attitude, how she talk, how she walk, and how she look, because the way that she talks, it's not necessarily just that, it's how she look. Because if Claressa Shields has a personality, a good personality, a humble personality, a funny personality, somebody that you know what I'm saying, you could see the beauty in them, inside and out. But her attitude is also what makes her outside look up. I don't like how she talk. That's one thing. That's bad. Yo, that's bad. Hey, yo, ladies, if a man say they don't even like to hear you talk, that is bad. That's bad. You ain't see this dude's face when they was on the BET Awards, right? And he was walking like the Undertaker. He was walking like he was heading to death row. Hey, yo, give him an Oscar, bro. Give him an Oscar. Give Remy Ma's husband an Oscar. I mean, he probably never gonna make it as a like, you know what I'm saying, high profile star, superstar artist, right? Maybe he's a good actor. Maybe that's what he is. Maybe he picked his wrong lane. Maybe you should act, because the way that you be acting like you love this chick, shit. It's either you acting or you just as delusional as she is. He got. Should we give him the benefit of the doubt? He's just acting. He's just pimping her out. I mean, it is the sport of boxing, but boxing is a pimping whole game, and everybody in boxing knows that. Can we be honest? Do we want to give him the benefit of the doubt? I try to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what? He's just heartbroken. When you heartbroken, you just move. You be off for half a year or so. And I don't wish heartbreak on anybody like that. There is heartbreak where you lose yourself. Like, you lose yourself within a relationship, and then you could further lose yourself in heartbreak. You start moving in ways that you really don't want to. You normally don't move. You probably drink more. You start dating, and you end up sleeping with somebody that you know that you would never sleep with, or because you just numb, lost, numb, not caring, taking certain risks that you wouldn't take. That's what heartbreak sometimes does. And a lot of people been through that. Some people may not admit it, but a lot of people been through that. Some people, they heartbreak and they go outside and they do dumb shit. And then there's some people that is heartbroken and they stay inside. I would say the truth. Me, when I'm stressed, I eat. I eat a lot. I could gain from 30. For example, my grandmother passed away last year. It's very, very hard. Still have my little grieving. As you all know, my beautiful mother is going through, breast cancer. And thanks for the people that for your prayers and things of that nature. And for this past, I fluctuated. When I started getting my mind right back, I'm not so sad. I lost, what was it? I lost like 25 pounds, right? Jogging and stuff like that. I've been stressed because I just thinking about the death of my grandmother, and now I'm positive about that. My mom is gonna beat this, but then I also have unfortunately death on my mind and stuff like that. I'm positive, but that creeps in, right? Like, damn, my grandmother, not my mom. Damn, it's so much. It's health has been, damn. I've been eating. I'll gain 30 pounds. I'll gain. Hey, yo, I've gained that 30 pounds. I'll gain 30 pounds. When I'm stressed, I eat. Sometimes, have y'all caught yourself eating? Have y'all caught yourself eating and you finish eating, and then like half an hour later, you be like, yo, did I eat? And I just ate a fucking meal. I ate a meal. I went to the buffet. I probably got like 4 plates, but my mind is so drained. I'm eating, but thinking at the same time. I'm eating and thinking at the same time. And I'm like, when I snapped out of it, I'm like, yo, why am I keep eating? I'm not even hungry like that. Like but it's just you know what I'm saying? Some people, when they stress, they don't eat. Some people, when they stress or heartbroken and stuff, like they don't eat. They turn skinny. Me, I eat. I eat like 4 meals a day. Michelle. Good looking out. Good looking out. Appreciate you. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, got to be. Oh man, yeah. But even within the jokes, I still say things that could benefit Claressa Shields. I still could say things that benefit Claressa Shields. And look, I understand, y'all. I understand there's certain topics that people, you know, even when I was driving earlier today, and I'm like, and I did the video with the news with MVP and Matchroom Boxing. And I'm saying in my mind, like, damn, yo, only if Claressa just would have been a different type of person. She has the opportunity. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Claressa Shields has the opportunity at her age, with her accomplishments, with her being relevant, where yes, people are geared, whether it's more negative or people just laughing at her decision, the way that she is. She's just easy to not. She's easy to dislike, right? But she still has the attention. You have this small window to captivate the imagination, the emotions of the fight fans, sport fans, fans all over the world. You have to have the potential to be bigger than life. And it's sad that you rather let that shit slip away for you to choke on a married man's butt hair. You rather let that slip away. You in position right now. Boxing is investing in women's boxing. The other ladies, they don't even like to be out there and talk and even try to, they do their work in the ring. You want to be out there, but if you're going to be out there, who are you impacting? Who are you influencing? Who are you motivating, woman? You have an opportunity right now to captivate so many people, not only in America, not in Michigan, around the world. That's what hurts. I'm not like these other fucking YouTube channels just capitalizing off the algorithm. I've been talking about women boxing since day one. I don't like that she's doing that. I don't like the way she's acting and devaluing and disrespecting a niche of women boxing that have tried hard for the past 40 years to reach where it's at right now. You could lead the way. You could lead the way. You could be quadruple bigger than Caitlin Clark. You could be bigger than a Serena Williams and Venus Williams. You have an opportunity. But your attitude is so fucking devilish and toxic, and it stinks. You're banned from the best entity that's uplifting women boxing because of your stank-ass attitude. And the people around her, you know who you are, because I know you too. You are fucking dummies, bro. You are so, y'all motherfuckers are just as devilish spirit as she is. I think the reason why she's so confident when she said that she could beat up men. No, she could beat up the men that's around her because they're pussies. That's why she's so confident saying that. Because the men around her, the trainers, the pocket, the purse, the one that handle her purses and shit like that, the one that puts on the weaves and shit, the one that helps her sign contracts, the bitch can't fucking read probably, or the people that enables her and is scared of her. This is the reason why she said that she could beat up men, because the men around her, you fucking are pussies. And I tell that shit in your faces, and I'm everywhere. Punches everywhere. Every fucking event, I'll be everywhere. Nobody coming straight to me, I'll punch on your fucking jaw. I'm dead serious about this, bruh. Fuck the jokes. This chick has she has the platform to captivate the world. She got the attention. And what this bitch is doing, I'm sorry, I don't even call, y'all know me, I don't even call women bitch or nothing like that. But this chick is fucking dumb, bro. She's dumb. She's dumb. So I say this also for the boxing content creators and the content creator, just don't use this time to just captivate off the numbers and captivate all the super chats or cash apps or whatever. Oh shit, it's creating numbers. Do something with it. If you're gonna talk about Claressa Shields, talk about women boxing too. Sky Nicholson just got signed. MVP and Matchroom boxing just emerged. Amanda Serrano's about to break some records. We got a great fight August 29th with Michaela May and Chantel Cameron. We got Caroline Dubois as well. A great UK card. Ellie Scotney's gonna be back. Tiara Brown gonna be back. If y'all wanna talk about fucking Claressa Shields and captivate all the motherfucking numbers, talk about every fucking woman out there. And I ain't trying to be no fucking haters and shit like that. But as of right now, everybody taking the fucking advantage. But if you want to take advantage of the damn fucking algorithm, be impactful about it too. Be impactful. Shout out to Christina Cruz. Hopefully Franchon Cruz de Jean gets back. I can't wait till Shadeja Green gets back. And she's doing so many great things in the community in Patterson, Jersey. Talk about fucking that. You fucking freeloaders. Because I know for a fact, none of you fucking boxing content creators, hip-hop content creators, celebrity gossip, care nothing. They ain't care shit about these women out here. It was Punch Drunk, Ring IQ. Shout out to Ring IQ. That's it. Talk about the business of boxing. Talking about how to elevate. Boxing used to be called the gentleman's sport, but there's so fucking few gentlemen in this sport. So yeah, I sit back and I see, and I laugh at y'all. Some of y'all got some great videos and stuff like that. But what about the other ladies? Alicia Baumgartner is just more than that. She looked good. She got a story. She made it from the slums. She seek gyms. She seek trainers to establish what she got. She didn't have a promoter. She didn't have all the machine behind her. She's confident because she didn't have the chances that Shanae Shields or Claressa Shields and other women box. The same thing with Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano was fighting for free, basically, most of her fights. Heather Hardy had to do a GoFundMe. Shout out to Heather Hardy. I hope that your health is getting better. I know you're dealing with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can have you on your channel. Go support her podcast as well. My first media coverage was Heather Hardy versus Amanda Serrano. The first interview I ever did in the sport of boxing was Heather Hardy. So if y'all want to take advantage, take advantage of yes, it is creating traffic. But also, just like I say, Claressa Shields has the ability to captivate the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fans and fights all over the world. Guess what? You as a boxing content creator could do it as well. Because I remember when I was doing women content, a lot of dudes coming to my channel say, Punch, stop talking about these women. I don't want to listen to you, Punch. All right, man, I'm coming tomorrow to another live and shit like that. Spirit. Good looking out with a $2 super chat. Speak that shit, Punch. She's cancerous. She is. Very. Very. She's very cancerous. But also this community is. And I'm not going front. She's cancerous. But this community also is. So give all the we gonna give a bunch of criticism and shit like that. But in the end of the day, with all these criticism and all these problems, by the end of the day, what we need? Solutions, right? If there's a lot of issues, it's just like in anybody. If somebody's always trying to, hey, yo, you got this issue, but they don't bring no solutions, you're gonna be like, man, they just hating on me. You're not creating no type of, if I do have an issue, you're not creating no type of situation to have a solution about my issues. Randy, dime la hermana de la bandera de República Dominicana. I'm sorry if I'm getting too hyped up, but damn it, sometimes I snap. Because at the end of the day, when we making fun, it's not even making fun. We being too truthful. And sometimes jokes has his raw truth. That's why the best comedians, I always say this, the best comedians are those guys that can tell those jokes, but are very true. Ha ha ha, but damn, that's true. They say shit that you afraid to say. Free man, what's good? I don't even got Discord. I'm gonna try to get a Discord, bro. Good looking out, free man. Appreciate you. Not even for herself, big dumb. That's why I could call this guy a doofus. I don't want to call this man a doofus. I don't like to disrespect no other man and shit like that. But I could see that this dude, this gigolo, Remy Ma's husband, you're taking advantage of this girl. You're taking advantage of this girl because she dumb. That's what it is. You're taking advantage of this girl because she dumb. And that's the weakest shit. That's the weakest shit. Weakest motherfucking dudes is like to take advantage of vulnerable women. And that's what he's doing. You're taking advantage of this vulnerable woman. For no fucking reason. For no reason. Because you could still be on the ride. You could still support her. You know what I'm saying? But enabling her, letting her crash out, letting her do stupid interviews that's not, you remember, you an entity, you a business. In the sport of boxing, you're trying to get endorsers, sponsors. All right, man, you think I want if I had a business, you think I want my business to be partnering up with her? Do you think I want a Claressa Shields on a Pepsi commercial, McDonald's commercial, Burger King? You think I want? No, I won't sell. It will run out of business. Not even tractor trailer tires. I will let that woman promote my fucking weed tires. That's why women look at men fucking weak nowadays. Because we abandon the primary shit that makes a fucking man, bro. Protect, you idiot. Protect that woman, you fucking fraud. Rippity, rappy. You can't even protect that woman, bro. That's the least you could do. That's why there's so many women dating dykes, bro. So many men out here fucking beta males, bro. You can't even protect easy shit like that. Protect her from herself. That's what makes a man too. It's not only protecting your family. Protect the community. We don't even police the community, bruh. So a bunch of women turning lesbians and going with dykes and shit like that, and fucking men can't understand. Yo, but why you going with a dyke, man? It looks like you like a girl. It looks like you still like guys, but these women don't depend on men no more, bruh. And that's why I be listening to this chick when they palm poos or whatever. That shit used to, at first I ain't laugh, but now I understand. I understand. Men have abandoned the simple shit that makes a man. Protect and provide. And yes, love, and yes, care, and all of that. But protect and provide. You can't provide and you can't protect, bro. You only think that the dick is the way. You think dick and licky lick is the way. It's not. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. You're going to get tired of your dick. But you ain't never heard no woman. You ain't never heard a woman getting tired of a man protecting and providing for her. You get you could, there's some times where you could get, you know what I'm saying, when the sex drive ain't there. Right? It could be some weeks, some months, you don't feel like fucking. Chick be like, gotta get off of me. But you ain't never heard a woman, a righteous woman say, I'm tired of a man providing for me and protecting me. Just get away from me. Don't protect the house. Don't provide or protect. You ain't never gonna hear a real woman say that. You think that you keeping this shit because you got a dick. Man, women don't care, man. Women don't get the pack of dildos and shit like that. You think she's sticking with you because you're dick? She's not. No women stick to a man because of that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe for a couple months, a week, whatever. Just like real men does not stick to the woman because she got good vajayjay juice. So sometimes I be reading certain comments, DJ Khaled, right? And I see certain women be like, hey, yo, man, with the money that DJ Khaled got, man, they'll think that he'll have a different type of woman, like probably exotic. Man, he got the right wife. He got the right wife. See, people looking for looks. Yo, he got the type of money. Why he don't got this type of chick? Man, he got a beautiful wife. DJ Khaled got a beautiful wife, and it seems like he's a wonderful mother. And it seems like she's a wonderful companion to DJ Khaled because he's always flaunting his wife. And it looked like he's best friend with his wife. That's the beautiful thing. I like to see shit like that. People like to say, oh, look how Tiny looks like with T.I. T.I. love his woman. T.I. don't have a problem how his wife look. He flaunts his wife, kiss his wife, hold his wife, the business with his wife. He love his wife. Looks ain't everything. And I don't want to contradict myself with the Claressa Shields. Looks ain't everything. But attitude probably counts more than also looks. And her attitude stinks. Anyway, you know what I'm gonna, man? We gonna cut a live. We gotta talk about more of this men and women relationship, fatherhood, motherhood stuff. I open up the panels. We all chop it up. We need a content like that. For real. We need a content like that. I think that because I think the society, we losing ourselves. Male and female. We losing ourselves. But I hold the men accountable for that. Because I think that, like I always say, I think when women will follow a righteous man. I tell that to the women of my family and my daughter. Hey, if you're gonna follow a man, follow the righteous man. That's the way. Righteous. The man that his will is an extension of God. A woman shouldn't follow no damn loser or low life. Woman is made to help, follow, be a companion to that righteous man, and vice versa. Anyway. Tomorrow we back at it with a live. Feel me? Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. Because there's like a part 2. I didn't even get to half of the shit that I really want to talk about also. Because I want to talk about, these upcoming fights and really talk about the Caroline Dubois. I was gonna do a video with the Caroline Dubois, her comments, what she made about Alicia Baumgartner, and why I think that fight should be marinated just a little longer for 2027, because I do believe it's one of the biggest fights. But I like Caroline Dubois' energy. Can't wait to see Alicia Baumgartner. I know she's doing some reality show. Shout out to all the women that's doing great things in the sport of boxing. Ellie Scottney. I would like to see Ellie Scottney, Tiara Brown. We got Sky Nicholson moving up because Sky Nicholson get a big fight with Amanda Serrano. She want to move up for her finale fight. If I don't think the next fight is a finale fight, but that would be great for boxing as well. Shadeja Green, hopefully she does. Claressa Shields said that she probably retired from boxing, and she was trying. I still got to talk more about that. She was fronting and stuff like that, saying, I like Shadeja Green, yeah, but you was celebrating her the way that she got beat. Why would you celebrate? Why would you celebrate? Since you saying that she effed up the bag, you should have supported her for winning. How about that? Why you didn't publicly state it that you did hash it out? Because Shadeja Green and Claressa Shields hashed it out. They was cool leading Shadeja Green leading up to the Lanny Daniel fight. But why Claressa Shields didn't say that publicly? Because you got a snakish attitude also, Shanae Shields. Because if you hash it out with your old friend, because Shadeja Green and Claressa Shields were friends before, and if you hash it out, why you were celebrating that she lost? Because you were fake, you were fraud. I'm telling you. And that's why I wanted to talk about that. Caroline Dubois, don't get close to this chick. When people start saying that you're one of the greatest in today in the sport of boxing, pound for pound, you could be number one, that's when she's going to hate on you, just like she hated on everybody else. It's because people was talking shit. If that was me that was taken out on the stretcher, people would be laughing and shit like that. So that's why you laughing at Shadeja Green, because people will laugh at you. No, people have respect for Shadeja Green because Shadeja Green has respect for herself and carry herself with tremendous respect. So when she got into that position, everybody was praying for Shadeja Green. And since you hashed it out with Shadeja Green and know Shadeja Green and was a friend of Shadeja Green, you was busy celebrating. Just like you said in the fucking interview, you fraud. You a fake friend, a fake sister, a fake ambassador. You're not an all-time great in my book. You are smoke and mirrors. You are cancerous to women boxing. You do nothing to elevate yourself, nor the women around you, nor your contemporaries, nor you keep the respect of the pioneers, the women that paved the way for you, like Layla Ali and Christy Martin. You are cancer. You don't deserve to be around these women and these entities. You deserve that same quote that Nakisa said. You're not welcome. You shouldn't be welcome. Subscribe to the channel, Punch Drunk. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next. Tomorrow we back at it.